1200-metre Class 3s in the second division is race number 6, and it lines up this way with Starbright carrying an extra £3 for his last start course and distance win. Bundle of Charm comes to Happy Valley for the first time. Eagle has had a stable change. Me Choi to Jamie Richards. Crossover noseband goes on, and he's had the 2 trials. Happy Sharing gets the cheek pieces on. Satirical Glory comes to Happy Valley for the first time. Further down, we've got Jumbo Legend aiming for 3 in a row as he comes into Class 3 for the first time. And Super Vince jumps up to the 1200 metres. All of his racing, both here in Hong Kong and in Australia, have been over 1,000 metres. So a few of these horses, Nick, unseen at Happy Valley. What does that do to the speed map? The pace looks to be good. I
think so. And look, there's obviously going to be a couple that do like to go forward. Bundle of Charm, one of them. He is having his first go at Happy Valley, but has shown good pace at Sha Tin. So he draws a good gate in 4, so expect to see him prominent. Happy Sharing probably won't be too far away as well. He's actually drawn 9, so he'll have to come across. And you can see Starbright there caught out on the wing a little bit. He's in 8, so he might just get caught out there with a bit of pace underneath him there, Paul. And Armour Eagle for the Jamie Richards team. First start for him. He's drawn a good gate in 2.
Yeah, so he shouldn't be far away, and he has gone forward in a recent trial. Happy Sharing, as you mentioned, from barrier number 9, has got really good gate speed, so I think he will get across. Jumbo Legends won his last 2 races going back, so I think he'll go back again. And Satirical Glory from the outside, I think he'll just go to the back there.
All right, so that is the speed map for race number 6. We're going to have a look now at some of the replays, and we're going to start, Nick, with the Jumbo Legend, and that's the speed map graphic. We don't want that one. This is the one we want. There is Jumbo Legend back in the field. He shows some really high pace to win, and this wasn't a bad race either down in Class 4. We'll see a number of these also running on the night, including Shining Fortune, and out of this race too comes Gang of Brothers.
Yeah, really good performance. Yes, look, he's had to turn a little bit wide into the straight, and it's the turn of foot that he's shown in the latter part to go and win this race. I thought was very impressive. Vincent Ho, 2 from 2 on him. He knows him well, and I think even though he's up in grade, Paul, he's lightly raced, and I think there's a bit more to come still.
Yeah, it was a nice win. He just managed to get up there, didn't he? I mean, this is going to be harder, but look, he's in really good winning form at the moment.
He sure is. So that is Jumbo Legend. We move on to our next replay. Solid Impact is up outside the speed here. He's been back to the trials since his last start. He ran 8th behind Packing Treadmill in that trial. And Paul, you're going to make a case for this horse here, Power Kep, who's had 2 starts at Happy Valley. Went 3 wide the trip the first time, and as we're about to see, doesn't get any sort of room down on the rail.
Like, he would have finished so much closer, this horse. He's drawn barrier number 3, so I think he'd be back on the inside. But with a smaller field of 10, he'd be a little bit closer. As you can see, he was running right into the race here, and about there, there was just nowhere to go. He was snatched up, race over for him. So I think he'd be a decent price. He's currently 10 to 1. He's 11s at the moment. So Sylvester de Souza aboard. I'll take a chance with him.
Yeah, I think just on Solid Impact there as well. What's interesting is Zach sticks with him. He's back on board, and he I think there's a bit of intent here that I think he wants to try and win on this horse. And he's never been the best at Happy Valley, but he's certainly of interest.
Has form behind Street Scream, Romantic Warrior, and Running Glory in 3 of his past 5 starts too. Does Solid Impact. Now, Bundle of Charm, Nick, is another one that is having his first look around Happy Valley. There he is in the pink and green colours. He went off last time in the market as a 4.4 chance and ran 4th behind Phoenix Light in a bit of a blanket go.
It was. Always been well fancied, this horse, and always well regarded. He is a 2-time winner from 6. Wagner Borges will be the man who gets the ride this time in for his Happy Valley debut. Obviously, John Size, he's doing it with a couple of horses on Wednesday night. He's not afraid to obviously run them at Happy Valley when they've been showing form at Sha Tin. But I just feel, Paul, he probably needs to do a little bit more to maybe figure him.
I wonder if they will change the tactics a bit, because remember when he did win at Sha Tin, he led all the way?
Yeah.
At Happy Valley, I think, like from this draw, I think he can get to the rail first. And if they do that, then I think he'll be there for a long period of the race.
It's important too on the C course if you can get on the speed. Now, Starbright, Paul, winner last time. He's been a little bit hard to catch at times since he's been here in Hong Kong, this horse, but his best form is over the 1200 metres. He's won 2 from 6 and placed a couple of times. Slightly more weight. What about his chances this week?
I just don't like him from the draw. With the big weight, he's got 135 and a barrier number 8 to contend with. It was a strong win here. He did get up and just managed to win on the post, but I think this will be a lot harder for him.
Career high mark now as well, and well, I guess the positive is that Hugh Bowman rides, but it's going to be difficult off the 78 this time.
One horse that will go forward too, Nick, as we saw on the speed map, is Happy Sharing out of an informed Pierre Ung stable. Happy Sharing's down there on the inside. He's come a long way in a short time, this horse. He was well backed one night at Happy Valley. Didn't quite figure that night, but he's just gone on with it since then.
He really has, hasn't he? And this will be his 6th try over the course and distance. He's run some very respectable races without winning one, of course, here at Happy Valley. Cheekpiece is going on first time as well, and as you alluded to, Pierre, he just keeps his horses in such good form, Paul, and that's seemingly a trait of the stable at the moment.
Yeah, look, the horse ran well, and of course, Excellent Pairs, the winner of that race, has been in great form, so it could be a good form race that's come out of it.
Let's have a look at Pierre's November stats, and here they are. 5 winners from 27 runners and a couple of placings, including, Nick, the 2 runners-up in the sprint, Lucky Patch and Duke Y is absolutely flying.
Yeah, no, you can't help but love Duke Y, and always turns up, runs his race. But as you can see there, those stats there, Paul, they tell a story, and the fact that he's got his horses going really well.
Yeah, and 18.5% win rate there, so he's going really well at the moment, and he's got some really good chances once again.
Here are his chances, and of them, Paul, who's the few of the picks?
I like Gang of Brothers. I think he can get across and lead in race number 7, so I actually like him in that race. Race 7, number 3, there's a couple in there I like, but he's definitely one of them, and I thought Medical Elite's a good winning chance as well.
Yeah, they all look chances, to be fair, and wouldn't be shocked if he had 1 or 2 winners.
He's not running for Parliament either, Pierre, despite that photo. Looks like it. Real estate, what did you say, real estate, car salesman? He's a pretty damn good horse trader. One more to have a look at here, Nick. It is Armour Eagle. He has had that stable change and moved to the barn of Jamie Richards. Couple of trials, which has been Jamie's go. Give them a few trials and tinker with a bit of gear. This horse has won 1 from 11. We haven't seen him since July.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. I mean, he's put a cross noseband on this horse, the blinkers and the tongue tie on as well. Good draw. Lyle Hirtson's on. I haven't minded his trials, and I've always had a little bit of time for this horse, Paul. He's certainly got the ability. He was actually treated for a bone condition, so hopefully he's over any issues that he's had.
Yeah, look, he's up 19 pounds. That's just the query I've got. But look, the horse seems to be going quite well at the moment. So I think there's definitely rating points in hand with him. I'm going to include him.
Okay, so he's in. We know Power Kepper's on top. Who else makes it into the mix?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Power Kepper. Make him the each-way play here, I think, this horse. Bundle of Charm, I've got him there for 2nd. I think he'll be right on the pace. Armour Eagle and Jumbo Legend on that hat track. But he will come up pretty short, I thought, Jumbo Legend. 2, 3, 4 and 9.
Yeah, I've gone the 9 here, Jumbo Legend. I just think he's on a nice upward trajectory, this fellow, and those 2 recent wins have been good. Going up in grade, obviously, he's got to go to another level, but he's very lightly raced, and 2 wins from 6. Vincent unbeaten on him as well, so there's a lot happening there, and I think he's a horse who can take the step up in grade. Armour Eagle goes in for 2nd, as we've mentioned. He has trialled okay, new stable. Fresh up, and hopefully he's over any issues that he has had. I think he can certainly acquit himself well. Solid Impact has actually got some nice form when you start to pick the bones out of it, and he doesn't look too badly placed in a race like this, so certainly wanted to put him in to the top 4. And the 3, Bundle of Charm, comes to Happy Valley for the first time. Only ran 11 days ago, ran 4th, not been all that far in a better race at Sha Tin, and hopefully he can handle the tighter turns of the city circuit. 9-4-7-3.